like to flag a couple of things with respect to where we are now, and it's timely that we are meeting when we are meeting to talk about this subject. And those in the room who are part of our committee will bear me out when I say this. A year in, after establishing a dashboard, I've got it here with me. I'm happy to flash it. So we've got this set of targets, which we start every meeting with. We look at where do we stand on each of these, and why have we fallen short, where we've fallen short, and how do we challenge the claims of whatever has been achieved. So on the Prime Minister's directives, we've also now got a reputable third-party firm that is, whose sole job is to not just take these claims, these numbers, whether from the private sector or the state bank on face value, but to really go deep, to really test these numbers, to really test the quality of these numbers, to really understand the stories behind these numbers, and to really try and understand and assess for the government, for the Prime Minister, whether we are achieving the impact on the ground that these numbers are supposed to achieve. And on top of that, now we have also reached a point in this journey where we also now are assessing internally as a committee that what do we want to do going forward. Whether we want to just keep on tracking these indicators, whether we just want to have another set of targets for these indicators, or we want to try and do something different to try and take this journey to the next level. So to that end, yesterday we had a very robust conversation, and there was consensus that a lot needs to happen in terms of user experience. अभी तक हमने subsidies पे rely किया है, MDR charges की, and we've achieved the numbers that we've achieved with respect to merchants on QR code. But उसके अंदर भी अब हम देख रहे हैं कि उसमें से कितने यूनिक मर्चेंट्स हैं, उसमें से कितनी ऐसी दुकानें हैं जहां पर एक ही दुकान पे मल्टीपल QR कोड्स लगे हुए हैं. That's not necessarily a bad thing if that's happened, but we want to consistently try and improve. We want to understand really कि कितनी दुकानों पे QR कोड्स लगे हैं. दूसरा, we believe कि अब हमें ये देखना होगा कि on top of just the subsidy that we're providing and the tracking that we're doing and the nudging that we're doing, what can we really do in terms of making sure that this is the preferred option for the citizen and the customer, him or herself? क्या ऐसा करने की ज़रूरत है कि शहरी खुद ये चाहे, उसके लिए इतना कन्वीनियंट हो कि डिजिटल ऑप्शन QR या अदरवाइज ही वो प्रेफर करे? क्योंकि हकीकत ये है कि आज भी मैं एज अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस कमिटी, मैं खुद भी जब किसी दुकान में जाता हूं तो मुझे पूछना पड़ता है कि क्या आपके पास QR कोड की फैसिलिटी है, और अगर वो होती भी है तो द अमाउंट ऑफ स्टेप्स इट रिक्वायर्स, इट्स रियली टुडे, इफ वी आर वेरी ऑनेस्ट, not as convenient for the customers paying through cash or card for that matter. So I think these are challenges that we need to address. I think similarly merchant onboarding के हवाले से हमने काफ़ी तफसील में बात की है, and I think that's something we want to try and tackle head on going forward as a committee. कल ही हमारी कमेटी की मीटिंग में इस बात का आगाज़ हुआ है. We've requested and the committee, the state bank, to take the lead over the coming days कि वो organize करे कि PBA, fintech players, payment industry के लोग इकट्ठे बैठें और देखें कि where do we stand with respect to this and what can be done going forward. So I'm glad that we've made the progress that we've made, but knowing the Prime Minister, he's always pushing for more, and I think we've built some great momentum, and I would really like to thank everyone in this room because the banks have played a major part in this, the PBA has played a major part in this, especially those individuals who have devoted a lot of time and effort, have helped guide us in policy making and in making sure we push in the right places in order to achieve our objectives, because policy making in a vacuum without private sector input, without the input of those who are actually on the ground, is hardly ever impactful. So I'd like to thank everyone who's played their role. I'd like to just share one other important fact before I really stop being a hurdle between you and lunch. बेनज़ीर इनकम सपोर्ट प्रोग्राम के बारे में आप सबको पता होगा 1 करोड़ से ज़ायद ख़ानदान इस प्रोग्राम के तहत डायरेक्ट कैश ट्रांसफर्स के थ्रू उनको एड मिलती है। इस साल उसका बजट 800 अरब रुपए से ज़्यादा है और ये रकम पहले आपको याद होगा कि एक कोड जाया करता था बेस्ट से, उस कोड को लेके एजेंट्स के पास लोग जाके उसको कैश आउट कराते थे और उसमें कुछ एडमिन चार्जेस भी कट जाते थे। सो आई एम प्लीज्ड टू से नाउ every single BIS beneficiary has a wallet to which this amount will be directly transferred. Every single BIS beneficiary will have a wallet which will serve as a bank account, and it will be their choice whether they want to go and withdraw cash or they want to use that account to make payments for their bills, etc. And that's part of this cashless initiative. And this is not something that hasn't been done already. इस साल रमज़ान पैकेज भी जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने लॉन्च किया, उसमें इंश्योर किया गया कि अब कहीं पर भी आटे की बोरियां या यूटिलिटी स्टोर में लाइनें नहीं आपको नजर आती। यही तय किया गया कि एक वाटर टाइट क्राइटेरिया के तहत बेनिफिशियरीज को आइडेंटिफाई किया जाए, उनके वॉलेट्स खोले जाएं और उसमें डायरेक्ट कैश ट्रांसफर किए जाएं, और वही इस साल किया गया है। सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस कैशलेस जर्नी। सो आई विल जस्ट end there by just saying this is the summary of what we've achieved so far. I'm grateful to everyone here for the role that they've played. I'm grateful to our colleagues in government, but I would like to really first and foremost appreciate the Prime Minister for the fact that he's really made this a national economic priority, and it continues to be an economic priority. And I'm certain कि जिस तरह का momentum हमने अभी बना लिया है private sector के साथ, PBA के साथ, उसमें मुझे यकीन है कि आगे I think we'll be able to set new targets, set new goals for ourselves, and really make sure that we manage to make this a cashless economy. Thank you very much.